Homes across the nation await the king's speech in this our darkest hour. Christmas Eve, 1940, 140 miles away. What you doing there, buddy? Ooh. Hey, I'm Psychedelic Kitten. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing Conway, the Disappearance of Dahlia View. And I don't know what this guy is doing. I'm scared. I've only seen a little bit of this game, and it looked epic, so I had to get it. I love detective games. It's a detective style game. Wait a minute. How did you know where the baby was?
Jenny, come on. You're going to miss it.
Tell them to start without me. I need to check on Marie.
She'll be fine.
No, she won't be fine. Go get her.
Come on, it's starting.
Okay, you're right.
Seriously? The one time you wish you would have checked the crib. The one time. He took her. She's gone. He was very quiet about it. June 22nd, 1954.
For the best part of my later years, I worked as a private investigator. I'd seen many a terrible case. Sadly, most of them unresolved. But in 1954, something terrible and far closer to home happened that I could not avoid. And it happened right here, in Dahlia View.
The police have arrived.
The police are here. What on earth is all the commotion?
Alright, so the game started before I was ready for it. So, the description says, lead the investigation to a missing child and discover the dark secret of Dahlia View in this story-driven observational thriller from the creators of Occupation Ether 1, which I haven't played either of those games. But I found this game through Katie Plays Stuff, and, like, I just can't leave it alone. I also love that the main character is disabled. I'm not wheelchair bound, but I have physical issues, and I've had to use like a walker and a cane before, and then I have other issues. So I kind of like the fact that he is disabled for the main character. So we're going to try to get into our chair.
Now, where's my camera? I need to see what's going on outside.
Where's your camera? Oh, it's by the window. I never even heard of this game until Katie Plays Stuff, because, like, it must not be very popular, and it just came out in November. So, F is to pick it up.
Now,
okay.
I can get a closer look.
That's one way to spy. Okay. The controls are a little weird. There we go. Alright.
What on earth is all the commotion?
So, take photos.
It's too far away. I'll have to zoom in.
Duh. Derp to derp.
I might have to zoom in a little further.
Seriously?
Smashed
Better?
carport.
Smashed during attack?
I must have slipped through it. I should have come to my window soon.
She was in her crib. Unless he smashed the parents when they were... No, because they were talking while he was in the bedroom. Whoops. Okay.
That's
Tony Morgan's blood.
My God, I hope he's all right. Please let him be all right.
Maybe he did smash one of them. I don't know. Oops. Possible chloroform drugging.
What on earth?
This doesn't make any sense when they just picked her out of the crib. Okay, why would you lose rope? What does it say? Charlotte May, oh my God. Charlotte May, why was it so hard? Bound during abduction.
Bound during abduction.
Okay, but how
Charlotte
the hell
May,
did she drop the
Mr.
rope?
Morgan's daughter has been kidnapped.
I don't understand how that would happen. You know, in any case, there is no way that they would just drop a piece of rope. I don't know what all I'm supposed to be taking a picture of. Hi, smile for the camera. Not amused, eh? Okay. Anybody else? Poor Mr. Morgan.
I wonder if Catherine is with them. Theodore and Annabelle McKee, I believe. I really should get to know my neighbors better.
It might help. Is that all?
A kidnapping right on my doorstep. It doesn't bear thinking about. Imagine if it was Catherine. Time to pay my neighbors a visit and see what they know.
I really like the voice acting in this game. It's nice. Okay, let's just wheel on down there. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe not. Is that our door? It's not, is it? It's apparently not the way out. Good thing about having memory issues is when you watch a Let's Play on something like this, you forget things, so it's like playing a brand new game. What's this? Whoops. Notepad. You already have notes. I haven't even talked to anybody. Wait. Like, you got Lady Dower. Lady Dower is an elderly woman who occupies the old manor house next door to my block of flats. Last we spoke, she seemed to have little time for me and handed me a brooch. She lives alone, and I think it's safe to say that most people in Dahlia View know little to nothing about her. Her house looks like the perfect place to hide someone, old, dark, and mostly abandoned. I do remember she does hand him a brooch, and it's weird that he has that note before it even happens. So apparently you're supposed to look at this afterwards. Shirley Downs is the landlady of the Crow's Nest, the pub where the searchers for Charlotte May are meeting. Other than the noise from the nightlife, I don't even ever hear from her. She's always looked like a confident person from afar. I was surprised to see how unnerved she was talking about Harold Levy. It'll be interesting to find out more about her when I can get around to it. Harold Levy is my landlord. I'm the owner of Levy & Son Garage. He holds a lot of power in Dahlia View. Until now, he's kept to himself and not given me reason for concern. Most likely because I pay my rent on time. He was very rude when we spoke, and if looks were to go by, I wouldn't put much past the man. Animal Mckee is a housewife and married to Theodora. I believe her sister, Shirley Downs, is landlady of the Crow's Nest pub. Okay, her and Shirley are sisters. Okay. Annabelle seemed a little odd when we spoke, and has strong opinions of her neighbor, Miss Dower. I wouldn't go as far as to say cruel, but she's clearly a person of harsh views and seems overeager to share. I don't know her well enough judge just yet, but she has got my attention. Okay. Theodore works at Levy & Son's garage as a mechanic. On the odd occasion, I see him leave the gate carrying varying musical instruments. When we spoke, he seemed to want his wife, Annabelle, to say a little less to me than she did. Perhaps he didn't want her to give something away. On the other hand, he did seem eager to join the search party. If experience has taught me anything at all, I shall at least keep a sharp eye on him. Okay. Let's get out of that. Still weird how he has the thing in there about the brooch already when he hasn't even got the brooch yet. Will this be out? No, I see a lock. Okay, turn around. I'll get used to the keys eventually. There we go. We made it. Okay, I don't know what it wants here. Yes, standard's fine. Just get off my screen. I don't care. I don't really know the difference to even care. Ooh, an elevator. That's probably best for a person in a wheelchair. Boop. Standard, get off. Oh. There we go. Whoops. There we go. So exit is this way. Turn around. Whee! I'm guessing that's the way out because of all the weird mailbox thingies.
Charlotte May could only be 7 or 8 years old. Why would someone want to take her?
Okay, if she's 7 or 8 years old,
doesn't make any sense.
why was there a crib? That part don't make any sense. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Hot Wheels. Calm down before you do a flip. I don't even know if that's a thing in this game, but you were going kind of fast. Who's over here? Might as well talk to them. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Good evening.
Terrible what's happened, isn't it?
So you know what happened.
They're looking for a kidnapper. A search is about to start in the Pine Woods.
My sister, Shirley, she owns the pub across the way.
I read that as they were looking for a
The
kidney.
searchers are all meeting there first.
What do you know about the kidnapping, Mr. Conway?
Not much. That's why I'm talking to the pair of you.
You should talk to the old busybody over in her big manor house.
Mrs. Doer.
She knows everything that goes on here. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw the kidnapper.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was the kidnapper.
That's an awful thing to say.
Have you seen her? Always
She's
fawning over that.
freaking old. Look at her.
All alone
She's like
in a
100.
big house. Plenty of room to hide someone.
I can see that you've put a lot of thought into this, Mrs. McKee.
A little too much, love.
Well, I'm not the only one who thinks it.
Oh, blast. What time is it?
It must be a little after midnight by now, surely.
The search is starting without me. I have to get my coat. You'll forgive me, Mr. Conway?
Yes, good night.
Good night, Mr. Conway.
We'll talk again soon.
Okay, so he seemed a little concerned about her for saying that. But if the little lady is a kidnapper, I'm going to be highly surprised. Oh my lord. There we go. I'll get the hang of this soon. Okay, where is the old lady? Oh, it's her there. Now I know she will give me a brooch. And if I hadn't, it told me, so.
May I have a moment?
Spoiler alert!
Do you know what's happened?
Never mind all that. Your daughter is a police officer, is she not?
She is.
Here, I found this.
Okay, thank you. Alright. Do I hold it? There we go.
What's this then?
A brooch. I found it on the floor here. It probably belonged to that poor girl. Thought I'd better pick it up before Shirley Downs gets her mitts on it.
What do you mean by that?
Never mind. Perhaps you could make sure it finds its way to your daughter.
I will. And thank you for telling me.
Just doing my duty.
Can you tell me what you meant about Shirley?
Good night, Mr. Conway.
Rude.
Did you see anything else at all?
Just make sure to give your daughter that brooch.
Yes, ma'am. Maybe. I make no promises. Her tongue was a little weird. Anybody else see that? Kind of remind me of a snake. Okay. It's interesting because they all think each other's done it. Well, Miss Dower didn't really point fingers at anybody. I guess.
Miss Downs, do you have a moment?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I can come back if you need some time.
No, it's fine. I'm just... I can't believe this is happening so close to home. Well, maybe I can.
What do you mean by that?
Not everyone in Dahliaview is as they seem, Mr. Conway.
Miss Downs, who are you referring to?
That son of a bitch right there, with the smug look on his face.
Mr. Levy?
Why not? I mean, what do you really know about him?
Well, I pay him my rent once a fortnight, but no other than that. I didn't really speak to the man.
Well, sadly I do. He's up to something. You must have noticed all the strange deliveries, coming and going at night.
You think he took Charlotte May?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm sorry. Miss Downs, what are you basing this on?
Experience, Mr. Conway. You'll excuse me, I need to help the police with their search.
Interesting. So she thinks the landlord did it. Watch none of them do it and it is someone else. But they all may know this someone else. I mean, this guy does look a little creepy though. Don't get me wrong. He does look like somebody who would do something like that.
Good evening, Mr. Levy. Evening. How strange times we live in when a girl can be taken on your doorstep.
You ain't wrong. It's a bloody mess.
Did you see what happened at all? No. How well did you know Charlotte May? You lived next door. You must have seen her a lot.
I hope they're going to clean all this mess up tonight. I've got a business to run.
I'm sure this must be a great inconvenience to you.
That reminds me. Rent day tomorrow. Don't be late.
I haven't forgotten.
Good. Keep it that way, and we'll get along just fine.
May I ask what you were doing tonight?
No.
He gives me strange Voldemort vibes.
There's Mr. Morgan.
Okay, let's go talk to that guy. Just wheel on up here. Hi, sir. Sorry about your kiddo.
Hello, Mr. Morgan. My name is Robert Conway. I live in flat 23.
Yes, I've seen you around, Mr. Conway.
Well, you see, I thought I'd better come over and check you're okay. Some of our neighbors seem to be content just to stare. I'm so sorry to hear about your daughter.
Very kind of you. I'm sorry, but I'm late joining the search. I've been talking to the police for over an hour.
Of course, I understand. The police officer you spoke to was most likely my daughter.
Is that so?
Yes, she's a very determined young lady. If anyone is going to find your daughter, it's her. I was once a private investigator myself, so I know how her mind works.
Well, it's comforting to know I'm surrounded by such competent minds, Mr. Conway.
I'd like to offer my services too, if you'd permit me.
That's very kind, but I don't have money, I'm afraid.
Mr. Morgan, no. I'm a father myself. I meant to say that I'm at your disposal.
Very generous, but the police said that...
All I'd be doing is observing and talking to people. And if I find anything, I'll be sure to share it with Catherine.
Catherine?
My daughter, the police officer.
Right, of course.
That reminds me. I have this brooch. Does this mean anything to you?
That's Charlotte May's.
You see how the simplest detail can be overlooked, even by the police. Best to have as many eyes on the case, in my experience.
I see your point. May I have it back, please?
Would you mind if I kept onto it for a day or so, in case it proves to have some use?
Yes, of course. If you think it would help. I would very much like you to return it, though.
As soon as I have something to report back to you. You have my word.
So, where do you suppose you'd begin?
Well, right here.
In Dahlia View?
Yes. It's my experience that it's usually someone who knows the victim.
Do you mean to tell me that one of my neighbours has my girl?
No. I'm merely saying that it's a logical place to start.
Now I see. That's why the police searched my house. Because I'm a suspect, I suppose.
That's the way it works, I'm sorry to say.
So they're not even looking for the real kidnapper?
I can assure you they will be.
Tell me, Mr. Conway, and be honest. Are you going to look for my girl?
I promise you, I'll stop at nothing until I find her. For now, I need you to think of anyone who could have taken Charlotte May.
I don't know.
Think, anyone or anything at all.
Mr. Conway, who do you know who could do such a thing?
I see your point. Well, for now, perhaps try to get some rest. Charlotte May needs you to be stronger.
You'll excuse me, Mr. Conway. I'm going to join the search and find my little girl.
That's fair enough, Mr. Morgan. Good night, and good luck.
Good night, Mr. Conway.
Wow. I don't know who would want to steal a little girl neither. Poor guy. He's probably so heartbroken. And we're back home.
Dad?
Followed by our daughter.
Catherine, I thought I might bump into you tonight.
Well, I shouldn't be here, what with you living so close. Conflict of interest and all.
Are you finished here?
Almost, yes. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. It's poor Charlotte May I'm worried about. Anyway, look at you. I rarely get to see you in your uniform. You look good.
Thank you. I wish it was a little more comfortable.
Catherine, can I ask, what have you found?
I'm not allowed to tell you. You know that. Besides, I don't have all the details myself, and my sergeant isn't exactly forthcoming with new recruits.
Hang in there. You're an asset. They'll come to see how intelligent you are.
Thank you. All I can say is that it looks as though Tony Morgan's daughter has been kidnapped.
Awful news. May I ask why they're searching the pine woods? Do they know where the kidnapper went?
No. It's a dead end. We're clueless, but we can't be seen to be doing nothing. And the locals suggested the woods, so...
Dear God. I perhaps wonder if I should talk to my neighbours again.
Hang on, again?
Yes, Catherine, I've been thinking and...
Dad!
What?
I know this is happening on your doorstep, but please don't get any ideas.
I'm a naturally curious person, you know that.
You don't do this anymore. Leave it to us, please.
Well, do the police have any ideas?
Dad, I mean it. Don't get involved.
Well, I'd like to help you.
I want to do this on my own.
I didn't realise what this means to you.
I meant to say, I want to do it the right way. By the book. Please promise me.
Okay, I promise. I'll leave the police work up to you.
Thank you. Anyway, I'd better be off. I have to make a statement before the morning press. My sergeant is finally trusting me with something.
Well, you'd better hurry. I'll look out for your article in the morning paper.
Right. I'm off. Please go back inside. You'll catch a chill.
Night, my love.
Night, Dad.
The last thing I want is to upset Catherine. I can tell how serious she is about her case. I've never seen her so driven. I suppose I'll still develop the photos I've taken of the crime scene. I might have captured something that the police did not. And I won't be stepping on Catherine's toes if I stay in my flat, out of the way.
Conway's flat. We're about to step on some toes. Okay.
The police have marked out several pieces of evidence that are likely related to the attack. However, Mrs. Doer handed me a brooch that was found at the scene. Mr. Morgan later confirmed it belonged to Charlotte May. Could the brooch be a missing piece of the puzzle?
I don't know, but we're about to break a promise. We're about to step on some toes. Answer questions, solve the evidence board. Connect the pin from the question to the relevant piece of evidence. What was the
I
question?
wonder if finding where the brooch was dropped could help build a better picture of the attacker's movements.
Connect the pin from the question to the relevant piece of evidence. I don't know what I'm doing. Or did Miss Dara say she found the brooch? She found it by her... No, it wasn't in that area. It was in this area, I think, because she said she found it right there.
I wonder if finding where the brooch was dropped could help build a better picture
There we
of the
go.
attacker's movements. So, if Mrs. Doe was right about where she found the brooch, it means The kidnapper must have come past her manor house at some point during the abduction. I forgot to give Catherine a brooch. There just hasn't been a good time. It sounds like I have mail.
Don't lie, you kept the brooch so you could do some more investigating without Catherine. Oh my lord. There we go.
Now what's this?
Okay. Whoops. Open. Okay. Read. I apologize for my shortness last night, Mr. Conway. I realize that you were trying to help me. I've already told the police, but the only people who I think could have taken my Charlotte May are our neighbors. The Mckees, Harold Levy, Shirley Downs, and old Miss Doer all have access to the courtyard. Say yourself, and I think you might be onto something. More eyes on the case can only be a good thing. Thank you again for offering to help. T. Morgan. Okay. So that was a dad.
Mr. Morgan's note implicates most of his neighbors. I had suspected as much, but now I have something solid to work with.
And that's the
Catherine has
girl.
asked me not to get involved. But I've already promised Mr. Morgan I'll find Charlotte May. I should have told Catherine there and then. I'm already involved. I can feel it again. That drive, that first pull at the yarn. It's all on this evidence board. Suspects, victims, items found at the scene. I have everything. All that remains is to watch over my neighbors until one of them makes a mistake. And I can still give Catherine her space. If the whole town is searching the Pinewoods, someone needs to keep an eye over Dahlia View.
I guess it's Dahlia View, not Dahlia View. My bad.
I've been sitting watching my neighbors on and off for hours. But I've seen nothing of any use for my evidence board. Tony Morgan suggested that the Mckees were acting strangely around Charlotte May. I heard Theodore return home earlier this evening, but didn't manage to get a glimpse. Charlotte May is counting on me to find her, but so far I've drawn a blank. Perhaps the Mckees are innocent. Only time will tell.
Alright, so we're back at taking pictures. What you doing there, lady?
Annabelle and Theodore seemed normal enough when we spoke last night. By their account, they didn't see much at all. Why would Mr. Morgan ask me to watch them?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, they could have taken it if, she can't have a baby. Why not steal somebody else's baby? Well, she's a child, but I don't know why they would steal one that old, though. I was just asking for
Mr.
trouble.
Morgan is writing missing posters by hand. He's been there all evening.
But in the beginning, it definitely makes it look like it's a baby. Okay, what else can we take a picture of? Try him. Oh. Whose door are you knocking at, sir? I don't see anybody else. What's happening? What's happening? Did you guys get in an argument or something? Okay. I don't see Shirley.
fresh eviction notices.
Yikes. What else can we take a picture of? I think I took a picture of enough, so I don't know what it wants from me. Oh, wait. There's that guy. Who's just, like, moving boxes. What's wrong with these two? They're just, like, standing there.
I still have no idea what the problem is.
Yeah, me neither.
Perhaps this is what Mr. Morgan was talking about.
Where you going? What you doing? What's going on? What do you see? Oh my god, is it her?
No.
Is there a body right there?
Annabelle is...
A mouse! You see a mouse, don't you?
Annabelle has seen something just out of my view. Whatever it is, she's horrified by it.
I don't know why it would be the kid. She's probably like, why? Why did you kidnap her? I don't know why she's still just like sitting there all shook up. Hopefully it isn't Charlotte May. I'm just taking pictures of whatever now.
People are leaving flowers on Mr. Morgan's doorstep as if Charlotte May is already dead.
Hopefully she's not dead. Hopefully we can find her, right? Right? Oh, there's the eviction
He's
notice.
evicting one of my neighbors.
Oh, never mind. That's a different one. Because the last one was down here.
Related to the Mckees.
He's still doing his thing.
Charlotte May's bedroom.
Oh, I mean, that explains a
Someone
lot.
watching her.
Okay. The last one I took a picture was over here, so apparently 2 people are getting evicted? I wonder if that's what's-her-face's, Shirley Downs' apartment. I don't know why she would just sit there looking at it like that, like the whole time.
What are you thinking, Annabelle? What can you see?
What do you see, Annabelle? What do you see? Oh, she's getting up. She's getting up. And there's a knife! No. You didn't kill something, did you? Please tell me I ain't poor little
She's got a knife.
Charlotte. Oh, because you can have kids. Like,
Jesus.
bro.
She's going to...
It doesn't have blood on it, though, so is that a good sign?
She wants Theo to use it.
On what? Maybe it is a mouse. Or maybe Charlotte May's passed out and they stab her to death. That would suck. Okay, now they're arguing. I bet she secretly wants to hit him in the head with that.
He doesn't know which one to use.
You look a little confused, dude. What you gonna do with that? Y'all acting suspicious. Seriously though, how many pictures do you need of one person? Like...
Theo, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. What you
Whatever
thinking?
it is, take pause of yourself.
What are you thinking? And he's going here. Like, he wouldn't think that hard if it was a mouse. Just my first instinct was to say mouse for some reason. because she looked a little squeamish and freaked. What are you going to do? Oh, yee.
Is that a practice swing?
Isn't a practice swing.
Dear God.
He's looking to see if anybody's looking. And he's closing the windows.
What have I just witnessed?
I think we witnessed a murder. Hopefully whatever it is isn't human.
Some time has passed since I saw Theo hit something with a mallet. I didn't actually see anything. No proof. I have no evidence at all.
40 minutes later. Okay, I guess we'll finish this part and then
Annabelle is back.
Hopefully we'll save.
Okay, hurry. Go. Go.
What in God's name?
Ooh.
What are you doing?
Well, if you would help me.
I'm not doing anything.
That thing was your idea.
My idea.
Something's grunting. Is there something in there? Well, obviously there's something in there, but is it alive? Oh no, it's probably just him grunting, trying to carry it. She obviously calls the shots.
Here.
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Hurry up.
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Mr. Morgan.
Hello, Annabelle.
Lovely evening.
Yes, I suppose so. Please, if you don't mind, I have something.
Jesus.
It's just all so sad, isn't it?
She just hugged him to try
I
to
really do need to be going.
distract him.
I'm so sorry, of course.
Seriously?
It's fine, Annabelle.
You bitch. What was in that rug, Annabelle? What did he just lug off?
If there's anything
Lug
you can
off.
do, you won't hesitate to ask?
Seriously? What was in the rug, Annabelle?
Catherine asked me not to get involved. But
That was
this-
really weird. That was screwed up, Annabelle. That was screwed up.
It's not over until it's over. I think I need to pay the Mckees a personal call.
Okay. I don't think we can get out of this just yet. Oh, there it goes. It's saving. Sweet. We'll let this part go, and then we'll end it.
I've barely slept at all. I can't fully explain what I observed last night, and I can't shake the image of Charlotte May in the Mckees pantry, lying there, helpless.
Okay, shut up. Oh, I'm supposed to... Yeah. Duh. She's been missing 1 day now. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.